We live in a world that glorifies speed, quick success, instant results, and fast achievements. But Stoicism reminds us that real strength comes from patience, not haste. Don't measure your progress by how fast you move. Measure it by how deeply you grow. Just because others seem ahead doesn't mean you're behind. Your path has its own pace, its own timing. Marcus Aurelius once said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Rushing only blinds you to the lessons hidden in your obstacles. Slow growth builds roots, and roots build endurance. Extend your timeline. Give yourself permission to take time, to fail, to learn, to rise again. Because everything that truly lasts takes time to become unshakable. Most people wander through life reacting, not choosing. They wake up, follow routines, chase distractions, and call it living. But the Stoic walks differently. Each step is intentional. Epictetus taught that it's not enough to merely exist. We must live with direction. When you know why you're moving, the noise fades, and every challenge becomes part of your path. Don't rush to find purpose. Build it through action. Every day, do one thing that aligns with your values. Purpose isn't found in a moment of clarity. It's forged in consistent motion. Walk with purpose, not pressure. Because a steady step toward meaning is worth more than a sprint toward nothing. Most people wander through life reacting, not choosing. They wake up, follow routines, chase distractions, and call it living. But the Stoic walks differently. Each step is intentional. Epictetus taught that it's not enough to merely exist. We must live with direction. When you know why you're moving, the noise fades, and every challenge becomes part of your path. Don't rush to find purpose. Build it through action. Every day, do one thing that aligns with your values. Purpose isn't found in a moment of clarity. It's forged in consistent motion. Walk with purpose, not pressure. Because a steady step toward meaning is worth more than a sprint toward nothing. Most people wander through life reacting, not choosing. They wake up, follow routines, chase distractions, and call it living. But the Stoic walks differently. Each step is intentional. Epictetus taught that it's not enough to merely exist. We must live with direction. When you know why you're moving, the noise fades, and every challenge becomes part of your path. Don't rush to find purpose. Build it through action. Every day, do one thing that aligns with your values. Purpose isn't found in a moment of clarity. It's forged in consistent motion. Walk with purpose, not pressure. Because a steady step toward meaning is worth more than a sprint toward nothing. Life is filled with noise, opinions, emotions, and endless what-ifs. But Stoicism teaches us to narrow our attention to what can be done today. Don't waste energy on what's out of reach. Energy scattered on the uncontrollable is energy stolen from your progress. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." So instead of overthinking outcomes, focus on clear actions, small, steady, real. You can't do everything, but you can always do something. Fix what's within your reach. Improve what's in your care. Because peace doesn't come from knowing the future. It comes from mastering the present. In a world obsessed with status and possessions, character has become rare. But the Stoics remind us, true richness isn't what you own, it's what you are. Money can buy comfort, not integrity. Fame can open doors, not peace of mind. Character is the one treasure that can't be stolen, only built. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, yet reminded himself daily, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Don't chase success at the cost of your soul. Grow in honesty, discipline, and strength of heart. Because wealth fades, but character echoes through every moment of your life. Growth isn't a race. It's a quiet unfolding. Every season of your life has its purpose, even the stillness. Just because progress isn't visible doesn't mean it's not happening. Roots grow long before branches appear. The Stoics understood that mastery comes from patience, not from speed. When you force growth, you break what could have bloomed naturally. Be patient with your process. Let your evolution happen one honest day at a time. Because real strength isn't built in haste. It's forged through consistency. Everyone dreams of the finish line. Few learn to love the run. But the Stoics knew that the journey is the reward. When you focus only on results, you rob yourself of the beauty in becoming. The small efforts, the quiet discipline, the daily repetition, that's where real transformation lives. Epictetus said, "First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." That doing, the daily work, is sacred. So, stop rushing to arrive. Find meaning in every step, even the difficult ones. Because fulfillment doesn't wait at the end. It grows with every moment you fully live. Blaming others is easy, but it keeps you powerless. The Stoics taught that freedom begins the moment you take ownership of your choices. You can't always control what happens, but you can always control how you respond. And that response, that decision to act with reason instead of reaction, defines your strength. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." When you accept that truth, life stops feeling unfair. It starts feeling manageable. So stop waiting for others to change. Take command of your thoughts, your actions, your path. Because responsibility isn't a burden. It's your greatest form of power. Your body is the vessel through which you live and think. Treat it with respect. The Stoics saw health as a moral duty, not vanity. You can't serve your purpose, protect your peace, or think clearly if you neglect your body. Discipline in movement, rest, and nutrition isn't punishment. It's preparation. Seneca wrote, "A sound mind in a sound body. Strength of body supports strength of spirit. Don't chase perfection. Pursue balance. Train not to impress, but to endure. Because a well-cared-for body is a reflection of a disciplined mind. Every yes you give takes time, energy, and focus, things you can never reclaim." The Stoics understood that saying no isn't rejection, it's self-respect. You can't do everything, nor should you. Each time you guard your attention, you guard your peace. Epictetus warned that freedom is lost when we try to please everyone. So stop scattering yourself trying to be everywhere for everyone. Choose what truly matters and let the rest pass by, because your no protects the space where your purpose grows. Impatience is the enemy of wisdom. The Stoics believed that what grows slowly lasts the longest. When life delays your plans, it's not denying you. It's strengthening you. Every pause is a lesson in self-control. Every wait a test of your trust in the process. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "No great thing is created suddenly. Rushing the journey only weakens the foundation. So breathe, step back, and let time do its work." Patience isn't about waiting. It's about maintaining peace while you wait. The world wants your attention. Every second, every scroll, every sound. But the Stoic learns to guard it like treasure. Distractions steal not just time, but purpose. When your mind is scattered, your soul can't stay still. Seneca said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." Choose silence over noise, depth over constant motion. Turn off what pulls you away from meaning. Because clarity only comes when your attention belongs to you again. Peace begins the moment you stop fighting what's beyond your reach. The Stoics lived by one truth. Control your mind, not the world. You can't control others, luck, or fate, but you can control your reason, your response, your attitude. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." Acceptance isn't weakness, it's clarity. Let go of what you can't change. Use your strength only where it matters. That's how you stay calm when the world trembles. Kindness has limits, and protecting your peace isn't selfish. The Stoics taught that virtue requires self-respect. You can care deeply without allowing others to drain you. Boundaries aren't walls. They're gates that guard your inner strength. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one, and part of being one means knowing when to step back. Stand firm in your limits, because saying enough is sometimes the most powerful act of peace. Your name is your shadow. It follows you long after you're gone." The Stoics believed that integrity is reputation's foundation. Wealth fades, titles change, but character remains. Reputation built on virtue is untouchable, even in chaos. Seneca warned, "A good character, once established, is not easily overthrown. So act with consistency, even when unseen. Let honesty be your armor, because in the end, your reputation is simply your actions remembered." Gratitude turns ordinary days into blessings. The Stoics saw thankfulness not as emotion, but as wisdom. When you're grateful, even pain becomes a teacher. You begin to see that every struggle refined you, every delay redirected you. Marcus Aurelius often wrote thanks, even for hardship, because he knew growth hides inside discomfort. Be grateful not just for what's easy, but for what shaped you. Because the journey itself, every step, every scar, made you unshakable.